Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for the opening of the 2017-18 season. And as usual, we open up with the Lynn City Tournament. It's the boys taking center stage, and it'll be Lynn Tech taking on Lynn Classical, Lynn English, and St. Mary's in the nightcap. Tomorrow night, it will be St. Mary's and English and Classical and Tech girls version. So they're getting underway here at Manning Field and kicking off our season here on TV 15. Classical in the green, Tech in the blue. And my first problem already is trying to pick up the numbers on the back of the Tech players, because they blend in very well with the blue. Dominic Stedman in his second year with Classical. Jerry McKean, I believe it's his second year too. He came over from the girls. Eden Arriaga in net for Lynn Tech, as Tech with a break, trying to kick it out in front. And Arriaga comes out and picks it off. I believe it's Daniel Cotres in net for Lynn Classical. The winner of this will take on the winner of Lynn English, and they call Tech offside, of Lynn English St. Mary's in the nightcap in the championship round on Saturday. And a little change in the scheduling. Usually it's Saturday with 4 straight games, the consolations in the morning and the championships in the afternoon, but a little busy schedule here on Saturday. It'll be the consolation still in the morning as usual. But defense, nice play, defensive play, knocking it away. It looked like Classical going to walk in for an easy shot. And Tech will finally kick it out of play. And again, I apologize if I missed some of these numbers, but Tech's numbers are very, very difficult to pick up. Shot, score! Classical picked it off in front of the net. Tech played a little giveaway. Eva De Leon picked it up, knocked it home, and the giveaway by Tech cost him because Classical grabs a 1-0 lead. They were trying to clear it away from their own net, and it got taken away by De Leon. He was about at the 5-yard line and just, with the left foot, just drilled it inside the far post. And Cortez was kind of shocked, first of all, that he had the ball, and secondly, that he got the shot off. And by the time he reacted, it was in the back of the net. So very quickly, in the space of about 2 minutes, Classical grabs a 1-0 lead. Bumping and banging going on. He got deflected away by Malara. Rolling towards the Classical net. Tech slides, trying to keep it alive, and he actually knocked it out of bounds. And I thought it went off Tech. I thought Tech slid and knocked it out. It looks like they're giving the ball to Tech, and we got to play it down back upfield. It seems to be okay, but he's going to go off the field. And it's going to be a free kick for Tech. Not a corner kick, but close to a corner kick. It'll be a throw-in, actually, I believe, but I thought the Tech player slid and kicked it out, but they called it off Classical. So Tech will keep it in the Classical end. Classical picks off the pass, clears it away. Tech trying to keep it in. Classical boots it deep. Tech will track it down. And they're going to call Classical with getting a hand on the ball. Bounce, took a high hop, and went off, I believe, the hand of Albin Asani. Out. It went off Tech. Gabby and Navoa with the throw in. And Swift, nice little pass, getting it back, trying to walk in. And he might have been able to get a shot off, and he took a little too long, and the defense come up and made the play. A couple of nice moves by Albin Asani. And when he had an opportunity to maybe get it on net, he waited a little too long. Broken up by Tech. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Classical's back there to knock it away. Tech takes it away. High pop-up. Headed back by Classical. Tech tracking it down. Classical picked it off. They go across field, looking for Navoa. Trying to get around, can't get around the defense. I believe it was Greg Aragon that knocked it away. Tech coming back. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Classical's back there defending upfield. Classical knocks it deep. And coming out of the net is Cortez to pick it off. Excuse me, that was Arriaga coming out of the net to pick it off. Josue Pena knocks it away. Classical only has 2 seniors. So they're a young team, and now they call Tech for offside. Navoa gets to kick it away, and Tech has to get out of the way and let them do it. They were a little bit too close. Tech takes it away. They knock it deep, looking for a break. They had to wait to get it. That's a big break for Classical. They had 2 on none. Back checking nicely by Navoa. Knocked that away. Tech had 2 on none, but the ball was bouncing, and by the time they finally get control of the ball, it was too late to get a shot off. They let it go all the way back. And Arriaga will kick it away. High booming kick out near midfield. Knocked out by Klasko. Tech will get the throw in. Klasko leading at 1-0. Tech made a little bit of a mistake out in front of their net. And it was taken away and knocked in from close range on the takeaway. And that's the difference right now. Otherwise, they played virtually even. Broken up by the defense. Tech trying to get around. Broken up again by the defense. Two nice defensive plays by Josue Pena. Tech called offside.
Hey, look up here. Hey, who's got is better? You like that one better?
Klasko boots it away. Gets by everybody. Tech clears it out of trouble, out to midfield. Off Tech out of play. Klasko will get the throw in. Alex Amaya will take it. Klasko boots it deep, gets by everybody. Long lead pass completed. Tech trying to throw it in the middle. It's another nice play by Pena, knocking it away. He saves it. Klasko's way offside. The long lead pass. Tech will get to kick it away as Klasko was way offside. Booted back upfield by Klasko. Navoa and Orleana playing catch, trying to throw it out in front. Got a little too far and knocked it out as he tried to get it out in front of the net. Just about 13 minutes in to this first half. Opening game of the season here on Channel 15. We'll be bringing you soccer and football. We'll even get a chance to do a couple of KIP games. Looking for a break. Tech trying to walk in. What a defensive play by Klasko. Nathaniel Mace Rateau just got a piece of that. They stopped short. They were going around him. It looked like they got by him. And he just stuck his foot out and took it away. Otherwise, they're going to have a chance to tie the game up 1-0. And again, I apologize. It's virtually impossible to read the Tech numbers. They got blue jerseys with red numbers, and they're not even outlined in white. They're just red numbers, and they're dark red. And they just blend into the blue, and you just can't see. Unless they come right along down here, right almost out of bounds on the near sideline, you can't really pick up the numbers. And even then, it's tough. Klasko trying to come back again. They dump it ahead. Trying to get around the defense. Looking for a shot. Again, a little too much shake and bake. He might have got the shot off. Trying to make one more move to go around and couldn't. Brian Morales was trying to center it. It got blocked. And now it gets knocked out. It was knocked out originally by Tech. And Glasgow will get the first corner kick of the year. Out in front, blocked, knocked away. Tech clears it away. And now they clear it further away. Knocked back by Pena into the Tech zone. Trying to center it. Arriaga comes out and picks it off and boots it away. Out to midfield. Tech looking to go, headed away with a break. The shot, what a save. Tremendous save by Cortez. Big time save. Tech got a break. They were able to hold off the defender. They drilled the shot, and Cortez made a tremendous save. And again, I have to apologize. I can't read those Tech numbers. So I don't know who it was that got the shot off. Haskell, I think, is going to get called for a push-off. Morales is looking for the ball. He gave a little shove to the Tech player and got caught. Headed away by Klasko. Tech trying to knock it deep. Tech collecting. They drop it back. It's in a loss with the throw in. Popped up. Haskell heading it toward the net. Tech player got knocked down. No call. Good defense by Tech. Takes it away, and they bring it back the other way. Booting it deep, looking for a break. And they called a takedown. They took Quispy, and I hope I'm pronouncing some of these names correctly. They took him down. Tech is going to get a free kick from about the 27-yard line. And I believe it's Alas taking the kick. He'll look to put it on net. Drills it. Contreras is there to knock it down and get it out of harm's way. Haskell knocks it deep, a foot race. And just before Arriaga was there to grab it, the Tech player knocked it away and out of play. Classical will get the throw in from down deep. One, I think, Classical here in the opening of the Lynn City tournament. This is the big one for these kids. This is the one you'd like to win. This is the bragging rights for the city. Playing against the other 4 high schools. Classical's getting another corner kick. Classical's going to get called for a push-off. Way behind. They thought they were out of harm's way. The official was standing right behind the Classical player with a little two-handed shove. The corner kick was going deep beyond the net, and they were looking to get up and maybe get a head on it. He used a little two-handed push and got caught. Halfway through and counting this first half, 1-0 Classical. They scored in the first couple of minutes on a takeaway out in front of the net. And it was De Leon knocking it home. Nice tip away by Tech. And a nice takeaway by Tech. And they're going to call Tech for knocking the Classical player down. There was a little banging going on both sides. Tech was the one that got caught. Popped up. Headed to the side. Classical picks it off. Out in front. Shot from long range, just over the. Good bid by Brienne Morales. She got the left foot on it, drilled it to the net. It just sailed over the top crossbar to the far side. Good bid by Classical. Joe Skeetis, the athletic director for Tech, is with me. Joe, I know you're excited about the season getting started, Tech getting going, and always nice to be down at school with all the activities and everything going on.
Yeah, we're very excited. The kids have been working hard the last couple of weeks, and I think we're going to do just fine. They're really in great shape, and these kids love soccer.
It's a shame they made that one little giveaway at the start of the game. It was there, and it cost them. I think the goalie didn't even know the ball was going in.
Well, we didn't pick up a scrimmage this year. One of them got canceled, so it's the first time the kids have played against anyone else. So I think they got a little lazy early.
Just past the halfway mark of this first half, and that's the difference, the takeaway. They get it to the net, it's tipped. Battling going on, it goes out of bounds. Arriaga was battling with a Classical player. It looked like they were trying to rebound a basketball instead of a soccer ball. It winds up with Classical getting a corner kick. Coming from the far side, everybody milling around, picking a partner. They get it right up in the middle, and right there is Arriaga to pick it off and boot it away. looking for a break. Tech looking to pick it off. They wind up with it. Can't get the shot off. It's broken up nicely by Classical. And that was Morales breaking it up. Tech player went down in the process. Classical coming back. They knock it to the net. Big time save by... What a big time save by Arriaga. He came out almost to the goal line and picked off what looked like a sure goal for Classical. I think it was Alex Ixlaj. And again, I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. But he walked in and it looked like it was going to be 2-0 Classical. And Eden Arriaga came up with a huge save for Tech. There's a pretty good breeze blowing, and it's blowing right in the face of Tech defensively. And that kick looked like it was going to go a long way. It just kind of hung like a parachute and dropped. Classical will get the throw in from the far side. Territorial-wise, Classical has probably had the advantage with the ball in the Tech end. Tech has been trying to look for home runs, long passes, trying to send somebody in. They had a couple of good chances. The defense, Mish Rateau made a very nice defensive play, and then Cortez, the goaltender, made a terrific save. And on the other side, Arriaga made a big-time save to keep it a 1-0 Classical lead. Shot scored. They gave it away again. They tried to clear it. Classical picked it off and one-timed it and knocked it home. Gabriel Navoa. The defense again, they were trying to knock it upfield. They put it right on the foot of Navoa. Arriaga thought the pass was going to be upfield and out of harm's way, and Navoa just one-timed it and knocked it into the far corner. That's a big goal. Gives Classical a 2-0 lead. They knock it deep. It skips past. Classical knocks it out of play. Off Pena. Zacharias with the throw in. Trying to get it out in front. Knocked away by the defense. Tech knocks it back. And Contreras doesn't bother kicking. He just throws it ahead. Classical kicks it deep. Tech picks it off. They go one side of the field to the other. Navoa, the lead pass. Nice defense by Tech. Nice lead pass by Navoa. And a Tech defender, again, I apologize, I can't pick up the numbers. Made a great sliding save and knocked it away. Otherwise, Classical could have been 3-0. Tech gets taken down, and it's going to be a free kick from somewhere around the 15-yard line. They're going to push it back to the 20. Gabriel Navoa will take the kick. Just a little bit right of dead center. Heck lining up. Put it dead center, just got a little too much foot in it, knocked it high over the net. Would have been good for a field goal, went through the uprights, but it was just over the top crossbar and out of play. We mentioned again, the winner of this will take on the winner of Lynn English and St. Mary's that are playing in the nightcap here in the boys' version of this city championship tournament. We also have to mention up front that there are no ties. If the game should end in a tie, they go into overtime. Tech walking in. Couldn't get the shot off again. The defense reacted. Defense reacts again and blocks the shot. They hit it, knocked it off the post. Great centering pass. They went up and got it. And I believe it was Ramirez who went up and got a head on it and drilled it to the net, and it hit the post. Glasgow got a huge break there. What a tough break for Lynn Tech. But go back to the tie. If it ends a tie, it will be a tie as far as the MIA concerned for state tournament qualifying. But they have to play overtime because there has to be a winner to get to play in the championship round and to win the championship. Consolation games could end in ties. Tech coming back, trying to get at least one before halftime with 10 minutes left. Blocked. Taken away by Malara, clears it to the side. Klasko bringing it back. Little touch and go pass, gets it over midfield. Broken up nicely by the defense. Taken away by the defense. Two blocks by De Leon. And I have to say Anthony De Leon because there's an Ever De Leon or Iver. Tech will get to kick it away. So nothing going Tech's way. They made two misplays in their own end. It cost them 2 goals. And when they finally got close, Ramirez's header hit the post and bounced out. So if Tech didn't have no luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all. Trying to get a shot off. Can't. Now they get the shot off. Blocked. Shot. The senior got blocked. Navoa trying to get it on net, and they call it blocked. I think it got blocked by Alas. 8.5 and counting left in this first half as we kick off the season here on Channel 15. Bounces loose and got headed away by Malara. They knock it deep, looking for a break, and they call Tech offside. 3 or 4 times they get called for offside and just barely offside. out off Tech. Glasgow will get the throw in. We mentioned Dominic Stedman in his second year, the head guy for Glasgow, ably assisted by Jonathan Langlois, Jack Erickson, Jim McKean coming over from the girls. I believe it's his second year, with Pedro Blas and Rich Germano helping him. All doing a nice job. Stedman was an assistant here for a while at Glasgow. Tech is going to get called for knocking down Louis Nolasco. Tech trying to knock it deep. It goes all the way through. Arriaga will pick it off and kick it away. Knocked down by Mace Rateau. Glasgow slipped. Tech takes advantage. They take it away. They get the shot off. It's going to go wide and out of play. Nice pair. They did a nice job taking it away. They were at a very tough angle. Had to take the shot because the defense was bearing down on them. And the shot went wide and out of play. Glasgow will kick it away. Tech trying to control, knocked away. Nice little shift broken up by Tech. Coming back the other way. They knock it deep. And once again, they call Tech offside. No, they didn't. And Contreras just throws it upfield and gets it to Marin. Tech trying to get something going. He gets by the defense, and they'll just knock it away and out of play. Trying to center it to get it out in front, and Cotres is there to take it away and clear it away. Bouncing loose, Tech knocks it high in the air. Bounces a couple of times. Tech with a great move. I think it was Barrios that made that little nice move, drew a big round of cheers from the crowd. Glasgow will get the throw in as we're approaching the final 2 minutes of the first half. Tech would like nothing better to get one here. They dump it to the net. They almost gave it away. Tech assumed that Daniel Cotrez caught it and was going to kick it away. He actually bobbled it. And by the time they realized he bobbled it, he had grabbed it and they couldn't get a foot on it. Nice little shift. They get around, pass, and they call Tech offside. Tech is getting frustrated with those offside calls. Glasgow knocks it deep. And it goes out of play. Well into the final 2 minutes. Glasgow with a couple of mistakes by Tech in the front of their net. They gave it away twice, and Glasgow took advantage twice. And they're going to get Flores for a little spin and knocking around Kai. They knock it deep, and it's going to go out of play. First half winding down. Everything going Glasgow way. The two takeaways turned into goals. The one shot by Tech hit the post that they were in close. So as I said, if Tech didn't have no luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all. The whistle sounds ending the first half. So we're well into the start of the new year here on Channel 15. 2 goals, one by Eva De Leon, and the other one by Gabriel Novoa on the 2 takeaways. And it was Ramirez who hit the post. Cotrez made a couple of nice saves, as did Arriaga in goal. But Glasgow has the advantage. They lead 2-0 over Tech at the end of the first half. We're underway in the second half, 2-0 Glasgow. They got a goal 2 minutes in on a takeaway right out in front of the net. And Eva De Leon knocked it home. And then they had another giveaway by the defense out around the 5-yard line. And they knocked it in the open net from about the 5 or 10-yard line. Tech had a couple of opportunities. They tried to make a little extra move a couple of times when they could have got a shot on net. And then they got a good shot on net. And Danny Cotrez made a terrific save. And then Ramirez for Tech went up, got a head on it, knocked it, looked like it was in the net. It hit the post and bounced out. Territorial-wise, Glasgow had the advantage keeping it in the Tech end because a lot of times Tech was trying to make long passes to look for breakaways like that. And the Glasgow defense has been playing very well back there. Tech trying to get there, and they wound up being the defense, but they couldn't keep it in. It went out of play. Glasgow will get the free kick. They knock it to the net. Tech is out in front trying to get a piece of it. Couldn't get it. And now they're going to call, I don't know if it went off somebody's hand. They looked like they were going to get a shot off, and then it bounced. They couldn't get a hold of it. Contreras come out and looked like he was going to get a piece of it. And I don't know if the play went out of bounds and then came back in bounds to touch it. But they gave it to Classical for the free kick. Classical trying to go deep. Tech is there to knock it away. And it's going to get knocked out of play by Classical. Tech will get the throw in. Popped up, off Classical, and out of play. High pop-up went off the foot of Molina or Yolanda. Bounced over everybody. Classical looking for a break. Tech breaks it up. Classical player got knocked down, no call. Tech knocks it out of play. Alex Ixlage, and I know I'm not getting that name correct. Iago will get to kick it away. Tech dumps it deep. Foot race. I think we're going to call it off Classical. And Tech is going to get their first corner kick of the year. Coming from the far side. 6 minutes into this second half. Classical leading it 2-0. Looking to get to the championship final against either English or St. Mary's. It'll be coming up next. And we got a knockdown by Classical. I thought Tech player went down. I thought it was against Classical. I'm going to call it against Tech. They both went up. It was the Tech player looked like he got the worst of it, but they gave the free kick to Classical. Tech looking for a break. They almost got it, just deflected away. Ivan Malara just got a piece of the pass. And now Mace Rateau reaches in and gets a piece and knocks it away. Tech had a couple of opportunities to get a shot off, and they were just broken up. The defense playing really well for Classical. They're without their best player, Josue Blas. As the shot goes way wide to the far side and out of play. Josue Blas is going for a college interview. he didn't want to go. He wanted to be with his team. And Dominic Stedman said, "We'd love to have you, but it's so much important." He called up to see if he could delay or change the time, and the people giving the interview said they don't do that. They schedule interviews and they go on unless somebody doesn't show up. So obviously, college education is the most important product. Tech knocked it out. Glasgow will get the throw in. Broken up. Tech coming back the other way. And they're offside. They've had about 5 or 6 offsides. They were clearly offside that time. The long pass. They were out in front at the 15-yard line, going to walk in. Glasgow will kick it away. Tech didn't take the shot. They tried to get it out in front, and they got it into a crowd. It bounced off a foot. Glasgow was able to clear it away again. Mace Rateau making a nice play. But again, they were just a step away from maybe clearing and getting a shot off, and Glasgow's defense nullified them again. Blocked and knocked out. And it went out off Morales. Glasgow's going to get called for a little extracurricular activity. Asani with a little hip check. Ten minutes into the second half and counting. The free kick headed away by Glasgow. And it gets cleared away by Glasgow. They knock it deep. Glasgow one-on-one. Molina Orellana had to wait for people to catch up. Morales lost it, and it's cleared away by Tech. Tech. And they're called offside again. Jose Daniel Zacharias was out in front. He wound up knocking the net anyway, but the whistle had blown for offside. And that's been the biggest negative for Tech. They've been looking for that long lead pass, and each and every time it looked like they've had it, they've been offside. And when they do get close, Glasgow's defense is turning them aside. Glasgow again gets a foot on it. Tech player goes down hard as he ran into Eva De Leon. They pushed the pass a little too far on that give and go, and it goes out of play. Classical will get to kick it away. Classical now hitting it into that stiff breeze in their face. Tech has the wind to their back. Again, trying to knock it deep, deflect it away. Tech gets away with a little push off. Classical can't, Tech can't get inside every time they try. The defense breaks it up. It goes out off Classical. Tech having a lot of trouble getting shots on net. They had one good one that went off the post. They had another one where Cotrez made a terrific save. Another one went wide. Another one, Mish Bateau made a nice defensive play and before they could get the shot off. But most of the time they get down close and they're trying to make that one little extra move, and the Classical defense is shutting them down. Tech coming back. They knock it deep, deflect it away. Mishmato and Malara both combining. Now the shot, they get it off, and it goes wide. It got tipped, I believe, by Classical. From the far side, the corner kick for Tech. Everybody milling around out in front of the net, picking a partner, trying to get in a good spot. And they found a good spot as they knock it home. Tech is on the board. Knocked out. They knock it deep again. Here, Cotrez comes out, picks it off. So we've got ourselves a game. Plenty of time for Tech. It's now 2-1. I think it was Rivas Hernandez. He was certainly involved in it. I don't know if he got the goal. Again, almost an impossibility to pick up the numbers for Tech. They just blend into the blue shirt and you can't read them. Another corner kick. Let's see if they can take advantage again. They hook it out in front. It goes too far. Tech trying to knock it back. It's out in front. It's loose. And they're going to call it Tech. I don't know if somebody made contact or pushed or they came awful close. They got a head on it and it went off the near post. It was going by. It hit the post and bounced out. But it wasn't really going in the net. It was going to go wide anyway. So Glasgow got a break there, and they called Tech for something. I don't know if they were pushing off or banging or made contact out in front. They blew the whistle before the header came. Knocked it loose. It's loose out in front. Cotrez was out of the net. He came out to try and get it, deflected away, and they finally get the shot off. And Rivas Hernandez knocked it high over the net and out of play. And with coming close to the halfway mark of the second half, with the score 2-1 in favor of Glasgow, we're going to get a timeout. Tech looking for the equalizer as they trail now 2-1. With the sun going down, it's almost a little bit easier to read, I shouldn't say easy, easier to read some of the numbers. Yessi, and I know I'm not pronouncing these names correctly, and I apologize right up front. We got a whistle for a call behind the play. I'm not sure what that was about. I don't know if Glasgow bumped somebody from behind or the ball was already gone upfield, but they blew the whistle and Tech gets a free kick from the 40-yard line. They drill it to the net. Knocked down! And Cotrez comes up with it. Lynn Tech was right there, breathing down his neck. Cotrez short hopped it and then just quickly grabbed it before Tech could get a foot on it. Tech knocks it out of play. DeLeon will put it in play. deflected away by the defense. Glasgow with a couple of moves and then a takedown. And Glasgow will get a free kick. A little closer than a corner kick. Still coming from a tough angle. A little better angle than a corner kick. Flores will take it with the left foot, trying to get it out in front. Put it across, and they just knocked it out. It was going in. They knocked it past the net. They deflected it to the net. And I believe it was Arias. It was right on the line when he got a foot on it and knocked it out. They almost got their 2-goal lead back. Tech made a great defensive play. That was in it. Arriaga was chasing the ball to the other side. It got knocked behind him. It was loose. And they tell me that Teofilo Feliciano got the goal. And they call Tech offside. Tech is frustrated. He just kicked the ball behind the net out of play. And they came over and told him, don't do that, young man. He was frustrated because they called you offside again. That's got to be, they're zeroing in on 10 offsides. Where it looked like Tech might be going in alone or at least one-on-one and have a chance for a shot. They knock it deep. Tech will track it down to the near side. He split a couple of defenders, but De Leon was there to knock it away and knock it out of play. Glasgow took it away. One-on-one now for Glasgow. Defense catches up. And a nice job. They couldn't get the shot off. Good defense. And that was Alas. Cut him off. Wouldn't let Molina or Orellana get the shot off. And then they just knocked it away. And Tech will get the throw in. Just under 15 minutes left in this one. 2-1 Glasgow. The win against the winner of English and St. Mary's. Nice little shift, and then he gets taken down. And we're going to get De Leon he gets a green card, he's got to leave. De Leon has to go off the field. He just almost like a cross-body block against Ramirez. Alas will take the kick. And Ramirez went down. Luckily, he's back up. I guess it was just the wind knocked out of him momentarily. But De Leon didn't look like he was going for the ball. Just looked like he was trying to make a block, a right guard, a right tackle, making a block for a running back. And the official was right there and gave him the green card. He has to go out. Didn't give him a red card. He wasn't ejected. Alas will try to get this to the net. Everybody milling around again. Kicks it low. Classical knocks it away. Tech gets it back. Alas trying to center it. Deflect it away. Classical clears it away. Alas knocks it to the far side. And they're going to get Tech again for offside. Unfortunately, one of the most consistent things Tech has done all night has been offside. And that's just, they're working hard at it. They're trying as hard as they can to get downfield and get a shot off. And they're just a step or two too early. Haskell picks it off. Morales from long range. Dead center, too high, over the net, out of play, between the uprights again. Tech will kick it away. Line drive, and they're headed deep into the Classical end. Tech takes it away. Classical gets it back. Tech gets it back. Nice little shift. Shot blocked, and just as they were trying to get a shot off, they knocked it wide. They were between two defenders, and they knocked it wide. And we got a Tech player that's still down. .11:35 showing on the scoreboard clock. Ms. Gagnon, who is the trainer for St. Mary's. Out there looking over the player who's down. He got between a couple of defenders, got a foot on it, but all I could do was punch it wide right. Tech has been close, but when they get real close, they're offside. They had a couple of great saves by Cortez and a big defensive play by Mace Rateau. And then another one that went off the crossbar, out. Now, let's hope this young man's going to be all right. We can't pick up his number going off the field. Being helped by both trainers. Tech has a trainer here as well. Classical got a goal very early. Tech gave it away right out in front of the net. And Eva De Leon just one-timed it into the far corner. And it was 1-0. And then they gave it away again. The defense made the play. They tried to push it upfield. They gave it away at about the 5 or 10 yard line. And they put it right on the foot of Gabriel Navoa. And he one-timed it again into the far corner. It was 2-0. And then off a corner kick, it was Teofilo Feliciano getting Tech back within 2-1. And that's where we are with just over 11 minutes left. Tech has kind of dominated a little bit territory-wise here the last few minutes, and actually most of the second half, but every time they get close to getting a shot off, Tech defense comes up big, or they don't get the shot off. Nice takeaway by Tech. Shot from long range, easy pickings for Daniel Cotrez. And Tegano Yesi made that nice little move to set up that shot that I believe was by Arias as they try to pick up those numbers. Both teams look trying to go 1-0 on the season. Both teams trying to get into the championship final of the Lynn City Tournament. This is the 15th year. It went by everybody. It bounced high over the head of a Tech player, and it just bounced over the top crossbar, over the reach of Cotrez. He might have got a finger on it and knocked it away. That long kick right on the money. A nice save. Big time save. Pedro Rivas Hernandez got that shot off. It was ticketed for the far corner under the top crossbar, and Cotrez made a very nice save. But that long kick, it went by everybody. Tech player right in front of the net. Couldn't put his hand on it because it would have been illegal. He couldn't deflect it with his foot. It bounced, and Cotrez went high in the air, and I think he just got a fingertip on it, knocked it over the net, or that would have been 2-2. And then a big-time save by Cotrez. He's been very good in net. Hasn't had to make a lot of saves, but he's made a couple of big ones. The sliding save by the defense, and that's Flores, I believe, one of the two seniors on this team. Tech picks it off. They collect down the near side. Slide ahead, and there's De Leon, I believe, knocking it away. They knock it to the middle. Klaskell knocks it ahead, looking for a break. Big time save. Arriaga came out and just buried it. They made a great pass to Molina Orellana. He was one-on-one, and Arriaga just came in and smothered the shot and blocked it. What a great save by Eden Arriaga. Keeps it a one-goal game. Klaskell knocks it back. Headed away, then headed back. Tech trying to knock it deep. Deflected away. Nice defense again. Again, I think that was Flores. And it wasn't Flores, it was Mace Rateau with the nice defensive play. Just under 7 minutes left. They get in close. They get the shot off. It went off the side of the net. Nice bit of passing. Glasgow knocks it away. Tech has had it down this end quite a bit in the second half. When they've got a couple of good shots off, Contreras has made a couple of nice saves, and when they get close enough, Glasgow interrupts it, doesn't let them get the shot off. The defense has played very well for Glasgow. The run down the far side. Knocks it ahead. Nobody there. Arriaga will come out and pick it off. Molina Orellana was by himself. He got by a couple, but when he tried to push it to the middle of the field, Arriaga come up and picked it off. 5 minutes and counting left in this one. 2-1 Glasgow. Both goals coming in the first half. Tech finally got on the board in the second half. And they've had the territorial edge through the second half, but it's only paid off in one goal. Four minutes and counting left. The explosion you might hear as the door flies open. There's a huge breeze, like and the door is like cast iron almost, and the wind just blows it open. So you can imagine what it's like in Houston and places with those places with the hurricane winds. And God bless those people in Texas, by the way. We hope they get back on their feet as quickly and easily, as painlessly as possible, and get their lives restarted together with their families. And let's hope that Irma doesn't come anywhere near the damage that Harvey caused. And God bless all those people that were terrific, helping neighbors and friends and loved ones, and people they didn't know, helping to save them and getting to shelter, and those that are raising money and coming up with food and water and everything they can come up with, everything that's needed. And again, our thoughts and our prayers go out to them. Hopefully they can get back on their feet, get their lives back, and finally put this in the rearview mirror as quickly and as easily and as painlessly as possible. Bearing down on the final 2 minutes. It rolls out in front. Glasgow is there to knock it away. Knocked away. Out. Glasgow will get the throw in. De Leon with the throw in. We're in the final 2 minutes. Tech needs a goal. Classical trying to hold on to that 2-1 lead. They call Classical for offside this time. That's one of the few against Classical. Tech certainly winning the battle with offsides by a large margin. Tech has to get a little giddy up in their step. They have to look for breaks. Classical just looking to keep it down the other end of the field, knocking it deep. They get it back. Arriaga boots it away. Classical pooches it ahead. Asani. Classical knocks it deep, trying to keep it in. And it goes out. Tech will get the throw in. Time winding down. Not a lot of time left for Tech to get an equalizer. Classical just keeping it in the Tech end. Shot goes up over the net. Asani gave it to Molina Orellana. He got a little too much foot into it, knocked it up over everything. Tech will kick it away. Time winding down here. Tech gets it upfield. Classical knocks it away. Popped up. Classical content to knock it deep. The whistle's going to sound, and that's going to do it. So Classical got those two. The one goal very quickly. A pickoff out in front. Tech gave it away. Right? Eva De Leon just picked up the loose ball and drilled it before Arriaga had a chance to even see that it was picked off. And he drilled it into the far corner, and it was 1-0. And Tech did it again. They stopped Classical, and they were clearing it upfield. They were trying to make a pass from in front of the net to get it to the sideline, and it got picked off by Gabriel Navoa inside the 10, I think, somewhere inside the 10. And he got the left-handed foot on it and just drilled it before Arriaga had a chance to react. It was inside the far corner. It was 2-0. Tech had all kinds of chances. Ramirez hit a post. They had Daniel Cotrez had a couple of big-time saves. That free kick that they went from the 40-yard line, drilled it high and deep, went by everybody, bounced, looked like it was going to go into the net. Cotrez just got a fingertip on it to knock it away. And then Tech finally got on the board on a corner kick, and it was Teofilo Feliciano getting the goal to make it 2-1. They put a lot of pressure on Classical at the end, but Classical held on and just kept knocking it away from Contreras, and that helped them to hold on to that 2-1 lead. And that was the final score. So the first game of the Lynn City Championship Soccer Tournament is in the books. Lynn Classical goes 1-0. Tech will go 0-1. And Classical will move into the final with a chance to be Lynn City champions. They'll take on either English or St. Mary's, who will play next. And they'll play them in the 2017 and the 15th Lynn City Tournament Championship. So right now, Classical got those 2 goals in the first half. Contreras, the goaltender, makes them stand up. And that was the final score. Tech could only manage 1. So Classical wins it 2-1 over Tech. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.